Hello friends, how are you? Today we are going to talk about some radio apps, not actual radios. So as you know, this is a radio, normal pocket radio, which runs on the AAA batteries. It has FM and AM band from Prunus. But today I'm not going to talk about it. Today I'm going to talk about apps. Which radio apps give you most satisfying user experience in terms of radio listening? So when you go to Play Store or even iOS App Store and search for a radio application, FM radio or anything, if you type radio, so you will get more than 50 apps, and I'm telling you from my experience, I have installed many of them in the search of perfect app, but no other app works in the same way that I am going to show you now. Only two radio apps that works like a charm are News on Air and Radio Garden. Apart from these two apps, every other app is just a plain waste of time. Either they are full of ads that you will hate, or they are not giving you any live program and you will hate it. Only two apps that you will love it is News on AIR and the other one is Radio Garden. There is one more app that is TuneIn, that is for international users, and that TuneIn also has many radio stations, but for India based users you can use News on AIR. Okay, if you go to News on AIR, this is from Government of India Prasar Bharati, and if you go to live radio, there you have all the radio stations. See, these radio stations which you are seeing, Akashwani Kurnool, Akashwani Markapur, these all radio stations belong to a specific state and city. For example, this is Akashwani Mangalore. Now this is the same live radio broadcast which you can listen on medium wave if you are in Mangalore city. Same way, if you are in Kochi and if you have a radio, then on medium wave you will listen the same broadcast here which this app is playing. Same way for Calicut. This is broadcasting from Akashwani Calicut. Same program will come on the medium wave if you are in Calicut. So you get the idea. So in order to listen to the programs which are available on AM, this AM band, that is medium wave, here in India there are no private players in this band. Okay, so all of these stations which are on this AM band are available in this app. So suppose that if you are in some city, okay, so in daytime you will not be able to listen to, suppose that you are in you are in Arunachal Pradesh Itanagar. So in daytime you can listen to Itanagar, okay, but not the other stations. Only when it is night, then you can listen to other radio stations because of the technical circumstances. So this is News on AIR. The other app is Radio Garden. Radio Garden app does not give you the exact radio stations. So do not expect that all the stations that you get on the FM band that you will find in Radio Garden. Radio Garden works in a different way. So Radio Garden works in a different way. How it works is, Radio Garden is an app, they have a server, and you suppose that you have a radio station, internet radio stations, okay? So there is a certain way to do that. You cannot just start a radio station on your own. You need licensing, and you need a server to host your online radio. Basically, you are streaming audio files 24/7. Okay, so if you are a little bit into technical area, suppose that you are using computer, you are just streaming your audio file, be it either songs or any talk show, you are just streaming it. Okay, so you will have a server URL. That server URL will be posted here in Radio Garden. You have to submit that URL, and suppose that this is Gorakhpur. So some person has a radio station or some organization, this Radio Mantra, this radio station has a URL, or any other place like
नेचुरली काम आ गया गरीब प्रोडक्शन और बस
Kakrana. There is some station, Bhil Voice. So this station is not found here. Even if you are in that place, you cannot hear this here. Only radio. Okay? This broadcast is only meant for online listening using a URL. If you have direct URL address of this, then you can directly play this using your browser as well. Okay, this is Navi Mumbai Niche Radio. Some online radio server is playing this audio file, and that server address is submitted to Radio Garden. There is a process to submit that. Okay, see, if you see closely, they have an option. Okay, they have an option for submitting it. Submit a radio station. So see, there is new station update, and you have to give the website and stream must be online 24/7. So it is not a normal functioning radio station with transmitter and radio station and radio jockeys. It is an online radio. So someone is streaming, just like if you must have seen in Facebook Live or Twitter Live. So this is also a similar kind of architecture where using a server, audio files are continuously streamed, and that server is submitted here in Radio Garden. So these are the two apps that you can use. Other apps are just waste of time. Personally, I like TuneIn as well. That app gives you exposure towards some international stations, real stations, not internet. See, the difference between Radio Garden and TuneIn is Radio Garden will have stations, I would say amateur radio stations. Okay, so this Kakinada. So there is, suppose that you are an amateur user, and you have using some way you have created your own radio station. It is easy to submit it in Radio Garden. But if in case of TuneIn, I have noticed that TuneIn has all the well-known radio stations, and like big brands, BBC or NPR or those Radio City. So you get the idea. So TuneIn hosts the big brands of radio station. So you don't have, if you zoom out, you see from India you have so many options to tune from. Okay, you can listen to any of the station, but if you install TuneIn, you don't have these many options. You have very limited options. Why? Because TuneIn hosts only official radio stations. It has a reputation, it is used worldwide, and you don't get that many stations. Okay, there is one more option to there is one more way to listen to radio station on your laptop. Okay, I will come next to it from my laptop screen. So now we move on to the ways using which we can listen to online radio on our computers or laptops. So there might be many ways, and I'm not going to cover all of them. I am just going to cover the most easy way that you can listen to an online radio. So there is an app which is called VLC. You can install it on your Windows PC or your Mac OS. This is VLC. When you go to open VLC, automatically just notice the left sidebar. Okay, in the left sidebar you can see there are options: podcast, Jamendo selections, Icecast radio directory. So these three options gives you a way to listen to radio similar to how Radio Garden works. Okay, so to play files from your local directory, you use my videos, my music, my pictures, or you can do any other ways. File, open, there are many options. But if you want to listen to an online radio, what you can do, just go to this Icecast radio directory. Okay, what it does, that it scans. So this is a online server which stores many radio stations. Okay, this stores many radio stations which broadcast their program online using internet. So this option has hundreds of radio stations, and they all are listed here. So you can select any radio station, play them. Mostly it will be international or some English language or some other foreign language, but you get the idea that there are hundreds of online stations that you can tune to, and you can listen to any program. Okay, so what I have done, that I have restarted the network, and let's see if it works. See, the station started coming. You can see here that this list is now filled up with a number of radio stations. I think these are hundreds of radio stations. You can select any one of them and they will play. See? Same way, if you go to this Jamendo selections, here also the radio station starting get started to here also the radio stations start to add up in this list, and you can play any of it. So you get the idea, right? So these three ways: one is News on AIR, second is Radio Garden, and third is VLC. These three ways of listening to online radio, according to me, are the best ways. Another is tune-in radio for international radio stations. It is very good. Apart from that, the other apps or any other, they are just full of advertisements, which makes the user experience very bad. If you prefer a good user experience and you are annoyed by intrusive ads, don't do any of these things. You can enjoy these three ways and listen to online radios. Okay, so that's all for today, friends. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and give your comments so that I know what you liked and what you didn't like. Thank you so much.